Hey everyone, it's James from the Fit RV, and it looks like I'm going to be replacing our RV's air conditioner again. Hey, so for the last couple months, we've had sort of this situation here in the driveway. We've had two Winnebago Travados. We've had our own RV Lance here, and then Parky, who's kind of on loan to us from Winnebago. And they each have different air conditioners. And as it started to warm up, I've started to think about air conditioning. Lance here has a Dometic Penguin, and Parky has a Coleman-Mach 10. Now, a couple years ago, I actually replaced the Mach 10 that was on Lance in favor of the Dometic, because at that time, the Dometic was the quieter air conditioner. But I couldn't help but notice when I started to fire things up and blow the cobwebs out of the air conditioners that the air conditioner on Parky seemed quite a bit quieter than the air conditioner in Lance. And I guess the reason for that is the folks at Coleman have been busy, and the air conditioner on Parky is a Coleman Mach 10 NDQ, and that NDQ stands for non-ducted quiet. All right, now here we are inside Lance, and for the benefit of those of you who haven't seen this before, this is the bed. This is where we sleep. This is why a quiet air conditioner is so important to us, is because we sleep like 1.5 feet from it. So it's maybe a bit of a bigger deal to us than to some of y'all, but hey, that's the breaks. Now, I'm in here because I want to measure one last time the sound levels to make sure that my ears aren't playing tricks on me and that it really is quieter over in the unit with the NDQ. I'm pretty sure I'm right. In fact, I'm so sure I've already got the new air conditioner. Don't tell Steph. Anyway, so let me put the bed up so we can get like measurements from a consistent place. There we go. Now, I should point out that Lance, and Parky for that matter, they're both lithium rigs. What this means is that I can run the air conditioner without there being any background noise from the generator or anything like that muddying up the picture. And speaking of background noise, let's wake this up. I've got my trusty smartphone sound meter app, and the background noise is about, when I stop talking, right in the neighborhood of 30 decibels or so, which is totally normal, so that all looks good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to max cool, and I'm going to turn this to max cool. And just for the sake of consistent place, we'll measure the sound at arm's length away, unobstructed, and I will point the microphone at the air conditioner, but horizontal, kind of navel level. So there we go, that's my setup. Arm's length, navel level, microphone at the unit. And when I stop talking, the temperature or the decibels are about 65, 66. Let me see if I can screen cap that. Okay, got it. But now that's high cool. We don't sleep with it on high cool. We sleep with it on low cool. So I'm going to set it down to low cool, or the lowest cool, and we'll see how loud that is. Arm's length away, navel level. There we go, pointed at the unit. And now the sound level is kind of right around 62. Let me screen cap that. Okay, here we are in Parky, and we're going to see if we can beat those numbers from the Dometic Penguin. Now, this is the interior air distribution box for the Coleman-Mach. And I should point out that this is a little different from the ADB we had in our previous Mach 10. There have been some improvements, like they've got these directional louvers, okay, that you can use to direct the air where you want it or don't want it. Nice. It also has Bluetooth control via a smartphone app. Yay, that's nice too. But it's also got the coolest feature on one of these air conditioning units I've ever seen, and that is digital thermostatic control, meaning there's no colder, hotter knob on here. You get an actual number that you can set this thing to. Now, you savvy RVers will immediately recognize that this will be an arbiter of truth in that never-ending RV battle of, honey, why is it so cold in here? What do you have the air conditioner set at? Why are you trying to freeze me out? No, dear, it's the same temperature it's always set at. Perhaps it's just more humid today. Never again, because there will be an answer, and it'll be indisputable. So it's part air conditioner, part couples therapist, I guess. Anyway, all that's great, but let's see how loud it is. So Parky, again, is a lithium rig, so there's no noise going to be coming from a generator. And let's fire this bad boy up. And again, we'll go, whoa, I'm getting kind of close. Here we go. Arm's length, and pointed at the unit and sort of a navel height. So here we go, let's start recording. From here, I'm getting decibel readings kind of down in the 60 range, like right around 60. Let me get a screen cap of that. Okay, and now if I set it to low cool, let it cycle down. And again, take the position, and here we go. I'm getting numbers down around 56 for this one, 56 decibels. We had a difference of, on high cool, 65 to 61 decibels, so 4 dB-ish. And on low cool, 62 to 56 decibels, so 6 dB-ish on low cool. And the low is the more significant number because that's what we sleep with. So between 4 and 6 decibels quieter with the Coleman-Mach NDQ. That's fantastic. Now remember, dBs are a logarithmic scale, so I'm not talking about like 4 out of 60 quieter. No, it sounds quite a bit different than that when you actually hear it. Now, I mentioned I had one ready to go, and here it is. All I need to do now is convince Steph to help me install it. Hi, Steph.
Hi. What?
How would you like to help Mel and me replace the RV air conditioner? Huh. Well, this is a problem.
What did you plan for this? Bring gloves! You owe me big time, buddy. I think I'm gonna pass.
Okay, so yeah, that got shot down. I kind of thought it might. But I called around and found another solution. I don't know if I'll get to it today, but my other solution involves heavy equipment, which is always a good thing. But first, I need to take this down, or at least as much as I can, and still drive with the unit safely on the roof, and then we'll go from there. So removing, here we go. Ta-da! ADB cover off. Now, electrical, let's turn off the main breaker. It's down here. And what do we have? All right, there we go. So all that's left now is to loosen those 4 bolts, and that should lift right off the top, and this will come off on the inside. So, okay, I guess it's time to head out. All right, it doesn't get any more manly for doing this than breaking into a construction site. So that's what we've done. No, we didn't break in. We're here at a construction site where we've got a friend who's got some lifts, and that's what we're gonna use to help swap out the air conditioners. Okay, now that we're here and done driving, I'm going to remove the 4 bolts that are holding this air conditioner to the roof. That is one long bolt. All right, now that this is removed, the top should lift right off. Yep. Okay. We're good to go. Let's go up top. All right, so now that that old air conditioner is off, we're gonna just clean up the hole with some denatured alcohol and some paper towels. give it a good clean surface for the new one to stick to. And there we go. All right, stop. Okay. All right, I gotta figure out which way this goes. Looks like it goes up that way. So 4 bolts into the center, and then it will be safe for travel and we can get out of Chris's hair. And that is secure for travel. The rest of the wiring I can do back at home. I'm back home now, and I'm installing the electrical parts of this thing. And it's been pretty straightforward to this point, you know, black to black, white to white, green to ground, whatever. That's all cool. But it's about to get weird. This Bluetooth ceiling assembly, I could actually somehow mount it up inside there, and then there's a freeze sensor I have to put, I may not put on that freeze sensor, a freeze sensor I have to install, and yeah, it gets a little different from the one I took out, so stay tuned, it'll be interesting. Mount the control box inside the upper unit evaporator cover. Position the control box cover over the existing machine screws and secure with the 2 spring nuts provided. Spring nuts, spring nuts. It is spring. All right. Well, good, at least I don't have to turn a screw in there. Spring nuts. All right, there's sheet metal here, so I probably should just go and run my hands through a saw right now because I know I'm going to wind up cut, but what the heck, we'll be optimistic. There we go. Okay. Woo! See? There we go. I told you I should have just run my hand on a saw. Every single time. All right, we got some fun stuff now. We got like plastic bags. Here we go, razor. Actually, this box cutter, I have had this since I was like 17 years old and worked in a like a warehouse, like a Costco kind of store. I've had this box cutter for like 30 years. Wow. Okay, anyway. Well, I guess that's it. Put it back together and turn it on. So we'll see what happens when we clean up and then we'll give it a test. Okay, fast forward, and I've cleaned up, turned on the breaker, and it's working. And it's blowing cold air. Cool. So right now I've got it on high cool. And just to be sure that I got what I thought I was getting, I'm going to take out my trusty sound meter app again. 61 to 62 decibels. Yeah, absolutely. Now let's try it on low cool. $55 to $56. Hoo-yah! All right, so yes, it is just as quiet as the one was in Parky. One more thing that's like a side benefit that I hadn't even really counted on is, I'll show you this over here. Let me point this differently. All right, can you see that? So this is the control panel for the precision circuits. It's like a load center. It'll keep you from popping breakers, but it shows you how many amps you're drawing. And look at this, 9 amps only. The Penguin was drawing like 11 to 12 amps. So this is like, if it's 12 to 9, that's like, you know, it's 33% less energy. Cool, I'll take that, right? Even on high cool, I think it probably would draw 10 amps. So as a bonus, I'm saving energy. All right, so there you have it. We've installed the Coleman-Mach 10 non-ducted quiet air conditioner, and it is indeed quieter than my Dometic Penguin was. As a bonus, I'm using like, you know, somewhere around 20 to 30% less energy, depending on the settings. And when I'm running on battery, that's actually kind of a big deal, because it means I can run 20 to 30% longer on battery. So bonus. Anyway, we're complete. This is the air conditioner we're rolling with for the summer. Looking forward to some hotter weather, and we'll see you on the road. Bye.